I just Alrighty. Gonks, Tommy, what's up? Good to see ya. First person in the stream, I speed ran it. Yeah, you did. Got the world record. Well, the bot beat you though. So I mean, is it technically the world record? You let a bot beat you. That's kind of embarrassing, honestly. This is true. Oh, this is true. Yeah, I'm just saying. Abby has beat the bot in here before, so maybe do better. Strawberry shortcake. What's up, Drew? Droopy balls in the chat. Love my guy. How you doing? Such a good name. It's an amazing name. It's seriously an amazing name. Alright, move on over here. I should be sending in gonks at 7 a.m. You really should, Tom. 7 a.m. every 2 minutes or 1 minute. Just constantly a message just so you make sure you get there in time. That would be the correct way to do this. You're bored as fuck right now? You want to be more bored? Let's do some replay analysis. It must be this one. I'll create a script to send gonks every minute when you're offline. There you go. Now you're really thinking, bro. Now you're really thinking. Now you're thinking like I expect you to think. You have the replay where I broke your ankles? I mean, I'm sure I have it somewhere. I'm not gonna look at it. We know what happened in that one. I suck. Droopy balls made my broke my ankles. I'll leave it there. I don't want to say anything too disgusting. Alright, let me make sure I know how to say their name correctly. I still lost. Did you? I don't remember that. I thought you didn't beat me? I thought you beat me. Ioexic. You've never won against me? Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave. My phone about to die. Oh, okay. Sounds good. You're good, bro. Ioexic. So, yo, Abby, what's up? What's up? Oh, let me just test. It has been a minute since I've done this, chat. We're going back to our roots, chat. We're going back to replay analysis. Trying to do those every once in a while. Just to basically it's green, yellow. Ew. But yeah, we're gonna do some replay analysis. Kind of get back into the swing of that. I feel like that was a pretty big part of our channel for a while, and we stopped doing it. Control Shift 5 and Control Shift 3. Interesting. It's not going to work. Sorry. We're not starting just yet. Working on Fashion Without Fabric. Okay. Nice. Fun. That's actually not fun at all. But I'm glad you're doing it. So anyhow, what we're going to be doing here, chat, we're going to be analyzing some replays sent in by people in our Discord. So if you wanted a replay analyzed, you can head into the Discord, link in the description, or type !Discord. That's another way to get there. Gonks, what's up, Derp? Good to see you. Sasuke! And there's Sasuke. This stream's more meant for the Twitch viewers, so if you're watching this on YouTube Shorts, I would highly recommend flopping on over to Twitch to get the full screen. I don't think you can see... Let me double check. You probably can see the pen, but you're just not going to see the full screen. Yeah, you can see the pen, but you're not going to be able to... the full screen. So, that is okay. What we're going to do is we're going to analyze this replay for !Exec, and then go through some more. Trying to think if I'm missing anything. I don't think so. Mr. Beast. Wait. What are you saying that, Derp? Mr. Beast. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Hello, hello. You're gonna sell and lose? I'm not even playing. What? That would be a great guess, normally, but I ain't playing. Cause you can give him 10K. Hell no, I ain't. Bro. How's your day been? My day has been really good. Thank you for asking. How's your day? Bruh, don't sell my money. I don't even think I have 10K right now on me. Anyhow. I hope your pillow's warm. Derp. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Damn, I'm sorry. Hostile over here. Man, I need to shave. You guys cannot see my mouth move at all, can you? Like, for real. I have no lips. Okay, let's see your next message. Our softball team had help. Wasn't too bad. Nice, dude. Good for you. That's fun. That is fun. So, what do you say, chat? Let's get into this first replay. If you want your replay analyzed, I'll probably say it a few times tonight. Head on over to Discord, !Discord. You can then submit a replay in the submit replay channel, and then I'll get to it. Now, I will just say disclaimer. It's more for lower ranked players. So I mean, if you're GC3, I probably can't help you. Even if you're GC1, I probably can't help you. But if you're plat or gold or diamond, maybe even champ, I probably can help you. You teach air dribble? No. No, because there's plenty of YouTube tutorials out there to teach you air dribble. I'm going to focus more on not mechanics. I would say I'm going to focus more on game sense. That is what I would focus on. So, if you want to replay about mechanics, you probably are better off watching a YouTube video or getting a coach who is more focused on that. That's a great point. That's a good question, though. Anywho, chat, let us roll into this. I probably won't read the chat for a sec while I do this. So let's give out the spiel. Let me make sure I say this right. !Exec. I think that's how you say it. So, I'm trying to do this in a intro-y voice at the start. All right, it's been a long time since we've done a replay analysis on the channel. So let's start it off with a very frequent comer to the... Oh, that's bad. Don't say frequent comer. That ain't it. God damn. Bruh. You don't know how long it takes me to do actual intros, by the way. It's so bad when I'm trying to record a video. It's so bad. Hey, yo. Hey. Whoa, bro. What? What did I just say? Oh, man. All right, let's give that another whirl. Hello. It's been a minute since we've done replays here on the channel, so let's get right into it. This is IOExic. They are a Plat 3 player. They used to go by Sky and Nova. They've been a frequent flyer here for replays, so get back in here and give them a solid replay, hopefully. 1v1s, Plat 3 is their current rank, which huge increase from what they were gold when I first started looking at replays for them. So good dribble here, aggressive double jump pop, doesn't quite work out. I don't even know. I mean, you literally could do anything here. Double jump pop, try to get maybe an air dribble. It's probably too close to their goal for an air dribble. A flick would even work. Double jump pop is totally fine. It just went right into him, basically, so tough. Good speed, cutting off that ball. This challenge works out because they messed up in the net. Overall, it'd probably be a risky challenge, but it works out here. Good, really controlling the boost really well. They didn't have a lot of boosts initially. They're kind of running around a little bit, but they were lock in, control the mid boost. I think they even got the corner boost there too. I would effectively assume the orange side here is, I would assume they're boost starved. They had to go back and lose position here. Demo, good. And yeah, just, what was this guy? Where's this guy going? Where is this guy going? He just kind of rolls up, runs up, stops, and just gets dusted. Okay, that's fine. Great touch. All their touches have been towards the middle of the field or towards the opponent's net. Very aggressive. And they've been really solid first touches. Very soft, enough where they can get a follow-up really easily. Let's look at this kickoff. Kickoff actually looked really good to start. And then I think they just lost it in the ground. Was Jackie Boy just much faster? Let's see what Jackie Boy did here. I mean, interesting. I did not expect you to lose that kickoff like that with how you set this up. I thought that was a pretty decent kickoff. Maybe because you stopped boosting at the end, you kind of veered off to the side. But either way, oh, just a big old whiff. Yeah, take your time, score off that. Yeah, interesting. I didn't know. I don't think his kickoff was anything special either. I think he just ended up just going a little faster because he boosted the whole way there and you didn't. That was much better. Kickoff so solid. Get that boost. Love to see more power on this. It's also kind of risky too, because we get a really nice kickoff win. We let this go through, and then it's just like they're kind of already almost there. So I would say in this situation, we might want to try to get a 50 more instead of a shot. Like, I know obviously he backed off and it was awkward, but the safer play is a 50 here just because it does look like Jackie Boy could have gotten there and beat you. And if you took the shot and they actually went for it. So, you know, if they actually continue to go for this, it looks like they backed off. But if they actually continued going for this, right, you would have hit this ball first right into them, and then they would just dunked you. And then you're going to be flying into their net, right? So it's awkward. You didn't get the best touch either. Works out. It's fine. Just something I think about. Sometimes you don't always have to shoot it on to net. You know, you can just go for 50s on your opponent's side of the field and kind of have a war of attrition with them almost. Try to break down their defense. Yeah, we're just kind of shadowing. Good save. Beautiful save. It's tough in these situations because you don't want to give them space. You want to try to find time to challenge them, but there really wasn't a good time. So shadowing's good. I think your positioning in the shadowing's pretty good. I probably personally would be like right here and facing this way more, because your car's so angled, more towards your net. So making a turn like this is going to be really hard, I feel like, because you're going to have to stop all your momentum and then turn and go. And when he sees that, he's just going to flick, right? Whereas if you're more like almost parallel with the net in a way, but still trying to like funnel this all towards this way, towards the far post, you might be able to turn quicker and still get these nice saves where you're going to be pushing it to the corner if needed, right? But I think overall the positioning was pretty okay. You had a really nice uncomfortable save here, which is just beautiful. Something we should do here is, it's uncomfortable. They're going to get another shot. I probably wouldn't leave the net at this point. We know we're kind of at their mercy, right? This is not what we want to be in for a position, but like we have no momentum. They're going to in theory, they're going to blast a shot of net. So I wouldn't push out this far, because now you're just giving up this whole entire section of the net over here. And you're basically protecting this little sliver over here for the net, right? So I don't know. I probably wouldn't push forward. I'd probably try to stay on the goal line and try to defend it that way. But works out because he has a bad shot. It's high. See, like you wouldn't have been able to save it. I don't know if you've been able to save it on the goal line either. It's one of those situations. It's not good. It's a bad situation overall. So you made the most of it. Dodge the demo. Good attempt at the dribble there. Yeah, I'll have to back off a little bit. Walls are scary in ones, but yeah, got past them. This touch would have been a little better. I know it's awkward, but yeah, if we would have just got this touch, literally if we would put this touch directly on net, we probably would have scored, because then you could have just drove straight, but that's okay. That'll come with more practice with touches and stuff. I like the attempt at the power shot. Demo's good. Push him off the ball. Yes. All great. Great pursuit back towards your net. Killing time with your car. Threatening demos. Oof. But let's not do this here, right? This is ones, right? So flipping right now as they're about to make contact with the ball is a no. Because you're going to be going super fast and you're only going to be able to go this one direction. And now he can literally hit this ball like anywhere, right? He can hit this ball literally anywhere. And you're stuck in a dodge going forward, right? So I would say right here, right before this dodge, I would just stop and just kind of almost wait, find a way to slow down and just kind of let this play develop and understand what's happening more, or what he's trying to do more. Because now you're past him, you're equal with him, and he should have a nice shot on net. Yeah, I mean, that's basically aren't protecting anything with that. Alright, good kickoff. I think he messed his up, but overall yours was pretty solid. Ooh, a little wall chain dash there. Hello. Switching it up a little bit. Okay. I love that you're switching up kickoffs, especially when some aren't working as well as others. I think it's totally fine. I think it's to your advantage to, keep things tricky and, make it so your opponent has to think a bunch. So let's talk about what happened here. So he gets a really nice touch here, and I think we just try to stick around too much. Like, we got to assume this guy is going to blast this ball off the corner. In general, we don't really want to be in our opponent's corner with them in ones, excuse me. Just because, stuff like this will happen. The ball will leak out, and it's a foot race, and they're obviously going to win that foot race. All right. So I don't like this pathing back after losing this kickoff. So we just lost this kickoff. I wouldn't path my way basically back cutting across to go get this boost, right? Like if they're quick enough to get this ball and then go straight for your net, right, after getting this boost or just putting an air dribble or anything, you're gonna be late getting back. I prefer going to this middle, get this boost here firstly. Going to this boost, get this boost, and then kind of reading it off what he's doing. If he's fumbling it, maybe I'll get this boost, and start to work my way up. But he's going to have a counterattack here, right? You kind of have to just be ready for a shot on net. I think if this guy was any better, I don't think he would have let you have enough time to go get this boost. So I probably would have picked up pennies instead. And then yeah, we're just kind of, these are hard ones to challenge. He has a really nice pop over you. I don't hate the challenge. It's just unfortunate how it ended up. Like, he just had a good play. So, good demo there. Great way to alleviate some stress on yourself. Dribble's a little scuffed, right? That's okay. Nice. Got him to fly by. Good bump from him, though. Yeah, we lost all our boost trying to recover from this dribble. So, that's just unfortunate. And then yeah, the bump was well timed. Well timed bump. So here we go. Yeah, let's not, I don't like being this close when the ball's on the wall. So whenever my opponent has the ball and it's rolling up the wall and he's coming up the wall here, I never want to be anywhere near this unless I can stop it, right? Like if I know this is going to happen, I am not here. I'm getting deep. I'm just evacuating to my side of this field. Mainly because there aren't a lot of plays he can do that, like, I shouldn't say it that way. There are a lot of plays he can do. He could go off the wall, and now he's doing an air dribble. He's blast this, maybe just blast it on net, right? And it's a shot. There's a lot of plays he can make that are directly threatening, whereas I want to be far away being ready to address that as it comes, right? You can't do that when you're directly underneath the ball because look, he has a boomer upfield. You get back in time, but I mean, what if that was an air dribble? What if that was him doing a few flip resets or something down the field? Like, you got to think about those plays too. 50. He's going to get to this ball first, so let's be careful. Yep, back off. Good fake challenge. Get deep. And then we just kind of have to take our L here. Yeah, and this is where, like, given the space and shadowing, it's tough, right? It comes around the corner so quick. And, you know, this is where being like this, you know, directly shadowing, but like you're facing your nose towards your goal. It's good for saves if you can get there, but it's not good for turning around and challenging because you never have a chance to here. So, I don't know. I would say probably trying to get deeper and trying to get your car more parallel would be the better way to play it. Just instead of being here and facing your net, I'd probably get deeper and start angling my car this way more. So that way, as he comes in here and he tries to do a flick or an air dribble or something, we can go up and we can just funnel all this into the corner versus, you know, kind of facing our net and then like trying to, I don't know, the only way you can put the ball is either into your net or off the crossbar. So I think I would personally try to get horizontal. He didn't really have an amazing shot, honestly. But it's just because you had to stop momentum. It was all awkward. The timing was all off. Realistically, it was a great dribble from him. So, all right. Good aerial. Nothing really came of it, though. I think this is a really awkward ball in ones. as you get better, a flip reset or air dribble out of this, maybe even a double tap would be the best way to go, not just a shot. Just to get a 50, basically, is what you want. Yep, another scenario where we kind of get there and we steal the boost, but, you know, we're in that awkward shadowing that we've seen before. Honestly, here, why don't we just hit this ball? Why don't we just hit it there? It might hit into him, go upfield, but it probably will go in the corner. It just will throw him off. Excuse me. I just don't like being this close to the ball and not touching it, and then, you know, you saw what happened there. Good recovery to get onto the goal line there. Save that. That's exactly where you want to be in a scenario like this, where it's just like, this is one of those take your L moments. Like, obviously you don't want the ball to be there, so you just got to take your L and just get to the goal line and save it, and that's exactly what you did. So that's a beautiful, beautiful save. Beautiful positioning there. Alright, we got a dribble going. Yeah, the dribble's just got to be cleaner. It's just taking too long to get the dribble set up, right? You know, it's... As soon as we touch the ball, 1, 2, 3, 4. Took almost 4.5, 5 seconds to get into the flick, right? We need to cut that down to, like, you know, maybe 1 second, 2 seconds. Like, we want to be ready to flick it, like, almost now, right? And taking this ball and having it in a position where we can flick it whenever. When we're slowing down, moving, jittering like this, like, you're losing boost, it's going to end up being a bad flick because of it. Like, yeah, it's just going to come down to practicing carrying the ball here. And you don't have to dribble it on top of your car either. A bounce dribble might be a more effective way to play this. He does have low boost, but obviously we know that. You don't. But if we watch him during this play, he's like slithering back and forth trying to find boost. He's kind of out of position almost. So a quicker play here, like, I mean, he's gone at this point. Like, if we were bounce dribbling, we could just drive towards the net. Or if we had better control of the ball, we could have just drove towards the net. So there was really a good opportunity there to score, I think, and we just kind of missed it because of the misplay on the dribble. All right. Yeah, see, like, you're thinking even about even like reversing into the ball. That just shows like your nose is too close, like pointing way too much towards your net. It needs to be more flat and parallel with your goal line. There you go. You finally got a chance to challenge there.
60 seconds left on the clock.
And I would say too, you've thrown in the shadowing a few times here. Something to mix it up would be an early challenge. Just especially, I mean, it's hard to do 3-3, right? But if you can find a way to cleanly early challenge or even fake an early challenge, just have like a fake challenge in there, you're gonna throw them off immensely, especially at Plat and whatever. People will overreact like crazy if you fake challenge them. Yeah, I mean, that's just a missed open net. That's unfortunate, honestly. I don't really think there's anything to say about it. You probably could have just drove the ball into the net too. That can happen a lot in ones, but it's more natural to try to shoot it like the way you did. So I won't dock you for that. So what happened here? It's just slow. It's just a slow turn, right? Now, if you watch yourself in this turn, you're not boosting through the turn, so your turn's slower. It's a little flatter. I think drifting and boosting would probably get you turned quicker. I think that's why you're slow to challenge those, is because you're not boosting with your turn. You're just kind of turning and then boosting. I know it might push you upfield a little bit more, but around that turn it'll help you just gather that speed you're trying to get, challenge him faster. Oh, good save. Unfortunate recovery there. Went up the post. And yeah, just clean counterattack from Jackie there. It happens. I mean, the recovery, it's hard to get recovery off the post like that. You just don't want to put yourself in that situation. Not a good first touch there off the kickoff. You definitely want to get this ball on top of your car in this scenario and flick it. Yeah, just too heavy and shallow, and big challenge. So another goal. That's basically the end of the replay there. There's only 2 more saves here, so we'll see how they try to counter here at the end. Another fake. Yeah, the fake's kind of throwing you off. Good air dribble or air roll shot there. It's just too little, too late. He's just gonna sit back up too comfortably. One last dribble attempt. That setup was much better, but he early challenged you, unfortunately, which he could because of how much time he had left. And that's the game. Yeah, I would say it just came down to some, minor some minor positioning things, especially with the shadow defense. I could tell it was awkward. I would assume the best way to do it is to get more parallel with the goal line in your shadows, not be directly facing the way he's facing, because you'd be just basically completely backwards, and it's hard to challenge him like you want, especially if they're taking their time to really get close and set something up. Eventually you want to challenge them. So maybe being more parallel will help you out a little bit. It'll help you funnel things to corners easier and not have to, save balls off your own crossbar. Overall, and I think dribbles could be a little cleaner. You're good. You have nice touch when you get there. It just takes a second to get to that point where you are dangerous in your dribble, right? So just working on maybe your first touches, getting dribbles kind of more calmed down, and then maybe looking into videos more about shadow defense will help you out as well. So hopefully this replay was good for you, IO Exit. So I appreciate your comments and everything in Discord as well. If you want your replay analyzed, you can go to my Discord and link in the description and submit a replay there, and I'll check it out when I have time, okay? Thank you. Taylor, hello. How are you doing today? Blackberry, what's up? Sorry I didn't get to your message right away. Michael Stratton, hello. It has been a minute. How you doing? How are you doing? All right, first replay done. I feel pretty good about that. You are not doing good. I'm sorry. So let's download the next one. I am in the hospital. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. That's unfortunate, bro. For Shua. Beautiful. This is like a twos match? Yeah. Twos. I believe Yeti's diamond at this point. I'll have to double check the rank. Let's see what Yeti's rank is. Currently plat 3. Okay. Excuse me. All right. How we doing, chat? We enjoying the replays again? It has been. I feel like I'm just riding a bike, getting right back into it. All right, let's just jump into the next one. Yeah. Damn it, Tom. All right, let's jump right into the next one because I think we're running behind a little bit. I was hoping to get 4 done tonight, but I might just stop at 3. We'll see. Anyhow, let's get into it. We're back again. Another replay analysis. This one is going to be for our good friend Yeti, longtime viewer of the channel. Plat 3 currently in 2s. Very nice Fennec looking setup here. And yeah, we're just going to try to give him some advice. I think he's been plat for the last few seasons, so let's see what we can do to help him with 2s, probably rotations, but that's what I'll probably look at the most. I think we can be a little bit more aggressive here. I think we should see this ball coming the way it is here, and I think we need to anticipate this better. I think once this ball's hitting here, we should be attacking where it's going to be better. And I think that's a big thing for plats getting into diamond is anticipation. So we should anticipate where this ball is going to go and get there very quickly. Versus I think it's just a little slow. We let the ball get out and it almost bounced before we actually got there and tried to do something with it, right? That needs to be just much faster. Much more anticipation. Good block though. I'm okay with going out of ball cam here to go try to get boost, but we have 46 boost. Let's just here we go. Pen. What? Where am I? Bro. Alright, sorry chat. Let us just rotate here, and be back post right away, right? You can even go here, and just skip that last one and just go straight here. But we don't need, this was 48 before, we don't need 100 to go save whatever ball's going to be here. We're going to have nearly 70 after this, and that'll be plenty of boost. So... And you're also out of ball cam a little too long. As soon as you line this up, you need to go back into ball cam to see where the ball is. But no harm, no foul. Everything's fine. Good read there. Oh, blue is flailing around. I like the challenge here. We really anticipated where he hit this ball well. I'm going to try to cut off this pass before local hyper could get there. The hit wasn't amazing, but we were able to circle around and let our teammate get a nice, easy dribble there. So, very, very good. You guys aren't partied. Nope. So this is solo queue as well. Yep, let's be aggressive. Let's try and... let's look at this again. It does look like he's going to get there first. I feel like you don't have to jump so early. Maybe that's me nitpicking, but I feel like you can get to this ball sooner if you just stayed on the ground until like right here and then jumped and tried to flip into it, whether it be a 50 or whatever. And if you would have stayed on the ground a little longer, you would have seen, I guess you kind of jumped there, but you jumped where I said. But yeah, the jump fell a little early and you just ended up pushing the ball to the corner. I feel like there's more could have came of it. I think at least we should have been thinking about 50 in that scenario, but oh well. Overall, it's kind of awkward. Again, we need to get back into ball cam. We do have 100, I believe. That's true. No, okay, so now we have 100. We're still looking for boost. I think we had plenty beforehand. Will it show me an accurate boost here? Yes, we had 0. Alright, we had 0. Okay. So we did have 0, but we still need to be looking where the ball is coming from, right? And obviously, it was going into our net, so that's unfortunate, but it really wasn't had anything to do with you. Good touch from local hyper. I like the quick grab, especially since we see our teammate doesn't have boost. Teammate doesn't have boost. We can get to this quicker before he decides to commit. Totally fine play. Teammate adjusts to it well. So let's think about where we're going here after this play. Right? So if we're looking at the layout here of where everybody is, this ball is most likely going to go up to the corner in this way. And high five here, I think is his name, is most likely going to challenge. So we're going to have a 50 right around here. What we don't want to do is be underneath this 50. We're not going to be able to react to what's happening. The correct pathing would be down the middle. Maybe we even demo this guy on the way back, but we just get little pads and try to get back post here. So let's see how that plays out. I'm assuming it's going to play out exactly as I said. So yeah, we have a 50 kind of in the corner, and like, look at us. If this ball were to go around or out to the middle or be a shot attempt, we're not back post. We're kind of in no man's land, honestly. If they put the ball over our head, we're not going to be able to jump quick enough to save it. So I think it put us in a bad position because our pathing back to our side of the field is bad. In this scenario, you have 0 boost. You don't get this boost. It's okay. Retreat all the way back. Go get the corner boost. You have a teammate who should, in theory, be funneling in here to take this challenge if you just bail, which he tries to. Now you both kind of double commit. You still have 0. Double commit there. Finally get the boost. Now we just need to get some stability. Which, yeah, you do a pretty good job of. You get the ball up the field. Steal their boost. Be very careful stealing their boost when the ball is still on your side of the field. Make sure you can get back in time. You do. You get back in plenty of time. I don't like this rotation back here. So what we need to be doing is you start to go back post, but you cut too early, right? When we say go back post, we mean we're coming in here. We mean come up here and start going through the back post like this, right? And the reason we do that is when we're in ball cam and we're watching, we're coming up here. If there's a shot on net and it's behind us, we have a chance to slow down and save it here. If we do what you did and we cut through here, more like this, we cut through here, and we're here in that same position. If they hit the ball behind us, we're never going to be able to save it because all our momentum's going like this, right? So we kind of shortcut the rotation, and that's just it's just gonna throw off your timing for everything. If you just go back post, you have more time to think, more time for everything to process in front of you. So let's watch what happens here. It's a plat 3, by the way. And then you drift, and so you lose all your momentum still. So if we would just done the back post rotation, as I said, we'd still have all our momentum to do whatever we need to do if there were a shot on net, right? So if there was a shot on net, you wouldn't have saved it, period. That's just how that is. Boomer of a clear. I like it. The boomer would have been better off the back wall or the corner, or off the back wall or on net, but a boomer upfield for a clear, great all the way around. But that's the difference between this clear here, a clear that goes, say, this way off the back wall or onto their net versus into the corner is the difference between plat and diamond, or even plat and champ, right? So just little things like that. Placement of where we're putting this ball. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get little boost pads. We don't need full boost all the time. We don't need those big boost pads hardly ever unless we're actively in that area. We could just drive up the middle of the field and probably get full boost. Even go up this path and be ready to go for like back post and still probably have close to 100 boost, right? We don't have to go for mid boost here. And then you do the ball cam thing where you get out and you don't see what's happening. Because now you're like, oh, shoot, my teammate's not there because he just wildly challenged the field. So now it's like, ah, get back. You know, there's a lot there. And with this too, I talked about this in a previous replay. This is kind of your take your L thing, right? Like you're never getting to this ball in time to stop him from shooting it. So we just need to get up here, get on the goal line, and just try to time this to save it. We don't want to cut this off or whatever and, you know, basically give him more of the net. Yes, Allie, but I don't try to when I'm actually giving the replay analysis. All right. Yeah, we need to. We just kind of flipped into the no man's land. So, flipping with a purpose. That's another thing we'll add to the list, right? Oh, what a whiff from our teammate, mate. Oof. So let's see what we could have done to help prevent this. This ball is really close to us, and it's kind of floating around or whatever. We should probably just touch this. Like, just touch it just to make it so they don't have a free attempt here. Our teammate also... excuse me. Our teammate also... like... somebody needs to rotate around and get to back post, basically, is what the moral of the story is. Nobody's in net. You don't touch the ball. And then... it's just so awkward. Somebody just needs to get to net, is basically what we need to do there. Whenever it's awkward, just get somebody to the net, rotate around, get somebody to the net so that we can better have a chance of saving that and just make it less awkward. Good pinch. Not much you could do there. I like it. Very good. All good so far. A little wild on the wall. We could slow down a little bit to stay behind the ball. Especially since we lost all our boost somehow. Let me just kind of look at that. The boost management could be better. I don't know how we must not have had 100 there. Okay. So we're at 41. We boosted a lot on the wall. I don't think we needed to... we don't need to do that. We just want to be behind the ball. I know you tried to touch it, whatever. Just it's awkward. The walls are awkward. We could just kind of chalk it up to that. Nice. Teammate didn't go either, so that's good on him. All right, what are we gonna do with this? Perfect. Yeah. Just hit to the side. That's totally safe. Good touch. Oh, we had so much time. We gotta be looking. We gotta be looking upfield here. Boom. As soon as we're here, this is when we're starting to analyze the field, right? Local hyper is camping his corner. So we have a lot of time here. Like, we probably have a solid second or two where we could set up a dribble or even just let this ball bounce a sec and then take it towards their net or even hit it towards their net, right? So being patient here would have been beneficial. We kind of rushed it, hit the ball when it's at its peak, and it's just going to go straight down and roll right to our opponent. We could have waited for this ball to bounce again or even wait for it to come down, and we could have really peppered this hard towards their net. Good shot. I mean, so something to go along with the ball cam thing. That's the second time you've been out of ball cam when they've scored. So, and you haven't seen the goal happen, right? So be careful with that. In this situations, you want to shoot the ball because it's so close, but 50s are the way to go. Don't be underneath this. Get on top of that ball. Get a 50. I like that you at least didn't full commit so that you can drive back quicker. But you know, getting dunked lets the counterattack happen faster. I liked your attempt at trying to slow everything down. We do need to be getting back to net, though, because the attack is on and it's happening right now. The ball's in a very dangerous position. This ball is dead center of the field in a very, very dangerous position. We cannot opt to go for boost and just assume our teammate here is going to get this. Especially not at Plat. At Plat, if we had the option to go for boost or... oh, you ugly line. go for boost or just go back to net and get like 1 or 2 boost pads, we should probably just go back to net more times than not. Now let's watch the comeback. This is where the comeback happens, chat. Good kickoff. Everything's a little wild here, but worked out. I would just chalk that up to normal plat behavior. Oof, just a bad read. It's not a bad challenge, it's just a bad read. We have no business doing this. We got no business doing this. We got 0 boost. I get trying to be aggressive and whatever, but our teammate's in a fine position here. Let's even look. Our teammate's in a fine position to challenge this. Let's just rotate back post. Especially with 0 boost. Get like 3 or 4 boost pads on the way back. Rotate back post. I wasn't familiar with your game. Okay. The demo was great. Love demos. Anyhow. Oh, the demo. I was not ready for the demo. I didn't foresee the demo, chat, or I wouldn't have said nothing. Demo was great. High risk play. High reward because you guys got the ball back right away. Oh, now we're chasing demos. Let's not do that. Because that was a free goal. Oh my goodness. We just need to reset here. We need to reset. Okay. Yeah, just being patient. A little bit of a misplay there. Awkward. We need to get boosts faster. We can't just have 0 boost in the middle field like this. We gotta get boost faster. Nice. I like the attempt at going back post. It was good. Nice. Yep. Good play. Recovery could be a little better, but that's fine. Good save. I like trying to be aggressive. Just be careful, right? Obviously, you're still being pressured. Just because your teammate hits the ball like this doesn't mean the pressure's over. So, be careful of that. Nice shots. Hey, yes. All right, with a whiff, with the plat whiff, we score. Everything was fine there. I mean, you could have had a more high quality shot, but it worked out. Excuse me. Nice touch from our teammates. Yeah, let's get in there. Better attempt at trying to get this off the back wall. Oof. Very nice. Very, very nice. I think your teammate did a good job being aggressive. The ball leaked out to the middle perfectly, and you capitalized. That's everything you could ask for. Oof, we jumped way too early. We jumped way, way, way too early for this, right? This ball is already on its way down. So at that point, you know, if we're looking at the field here. Oh, where's my mouse? There it is. If we're looking at the field here before we hit this, we got this guy sniffing daisies over this way. We got local hyper just camping in his net. We don't need to be fast to this ball to hit it. Like, we could wait for this ball to bounce. And then you probably would run into your teammate because he's trying to dribble it with 0 boost. Although I think he's trying to dribble it to go off the wall and for an air dribble. But either way, you jumped a little too early. And that's why you whiffed. I like the idea for going for a demo, though. Are we going to have an overtime match? Oof. Get our boost pad, get our boost pad. I don't like that our teammate was falling behind the ball here. Like, this isn't normally good. This is not good. Watching our teammate do this. If we see our teammate doing this, we need to just retreat back and get back into the net and be ready to challenge something out of there, because this guy's going to be way out of position. This could have been way worse than it was. You also took the boost from him, technically. So now he has none. And you're out of position technically, but it ends up being okay because they whiff. All right, let's just survive until OT is what we're thinking in that scenario. Whenever the ball's on our side of the field like this, we're out of source, whatever. We're thinking, get this ball into overtime as quickly as possible, which we do. Gotta work on your half flip into that boost. Danger. Oh! It worked out, but damn. This is just bad timing on this. I mean, you're never going to beat him to this ball, right? So I would strongly hesitate to jumping now. I would probably wait till the first touch, because then the ball's going to be slightly farther away from him and try to time it then. Overall, this is a terrible situation. We don't want to be in this situation to begin with, but since we're here, just challenging right off the rip like this, right? You don't know how he's going to touch this, is scary. If he would have hit this high and proper, it would have went over top of you and probably be a goal. So, scary. And then we just snipe this shit. Oh, no. Oh, we get the laser. What are we doing on the other team here? Excuse me. Sorry for coughing into the mic. How do we watch our teammate? How do we watch our teammate, chat? We're coming back. We watch our teammate pump this out directly to the opponent here. Like this ball's going directly out to our opponent here, who is going this way. How are we in this situation? How are we gonna beat this guy to the ball with 0 boost? That made no sense. You're not gonna beat anybody, but you could have been maybe at net. Maybe, probably not. But he hit it poorly. You probably could have saved it. What was that? Good shot from Yeti, being aggressive, attacking that ball off a really poor hit from the other team. I think overall there was just some rotational stuff that I think you could have cleaned up. The rotating kind of the wrong side of the field, not going like truly back post was an issue. There's some mechanical things you could shore up more, obviously, but I'll focus more on the game sense side of it. So back post more often, making slightly better decisions, maybe even seeing the field better, seeing your opponents and what they're trying to do will also help you. So yeah, hopefully this replay was helpful. Thank you again, Yeti, for submitting it. If you'd like your replay analyzed, you should head to my Discord, link in the description, and head over to my coaching section where you can submit a replay there. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right, chat, I'm all yours. Noah, games and edits. Hello, this was a Plat 3 rank. Sorry I couldn't answer that sooner. Bougia? You also asked what rank it was. It is Plat 3. Sorry. Oh, Bougia went over to Twitch too. Welcome to Twitch. Thank you. Allie. Is it Allie or Ally? Ally card kill. Also, I have a video pinned in the coaching section. Let me see if I still have it pinned there. In the coaching text section. No, I don't. No, I do. There's a pinned message from 10/05/2023 that goes to a YouTube video that explains exactly how to do replays and how to submit them. Hopefully that helps. If it didn't help, I can pull Discord up on the screen quick and show you exactly where that is. Just let me know. While we do that, I'll get the next replay going. Did that replay take a while, chat? I feel like I really focused in on that replay for a while. You don't think that took too long? Okay, good. I feel like I rambled for a long time. So, hit spectrum up here. Did the push-ups. Allie or Ally, were you able to figure it out? Just let me know if you need more help. HGU DFH would be more than willing. Or Tom. His name's Tom. He'd be more than willing to help you. Try to troubleshoot it in chat. Or you could add him in Discord and make sure he knows which channel to go to for the pin if he can't figure it out either. Either or. Just let me know after the replay. How we all doing, chat? We locked in? We okay? I feel bad doing the replays. I love them because they're so engaging, I think. Here, friend. Let me help you. Are you must be this one. Wait, what's your actual name? The Bitcher. Is that not the name? Your documents folder is empty. Interesting. You're playing in Epic Games? I don't think that changes things. I added you in. I threw the link for the video back into the Discord channel, and I added you on it. Let me know if you see that. I believe the guy also explains how to do it for Epic Games as well. If not, I'm sure you could Google it pretty easily and find a more recent tutorial. That would be my only way I could help you, unfortunately. So, on that note, let's do the next replay because it's almost 10 and I'd like to go to bed at a decent time. So, this one is for Spectrum. And he wanted his Plat 2 hard stuck. Work on the basics, but wants more advice on how to recover. How late am I? You're not late at all. I got one more replay. I'm gonna do this one, and then I'll probably do yours right after Limes. Flip reset this victim. I wish I could, friend. I wish I could. You're actually probably just on time, Limes. Got one more replay than yours. Yep. So, let me get into this one. We are back again. Another replay analysis. This one here is for another longtime viewer, Spectrum. Currently a Plat 2, said he's hard stuck, but I'm trying to go back to the basics a little bit, but still looking for areas of improvement, specifically in recovery. So we'll hopefully be able to point out some ways he can do that better, and maybe ways in general. Kickoff is pretty strong. I don't know if this is necessarily a... This is not a speed flip, is it? Sometimes I get mistaken with that. It's not necessarily, but it's a fairly fast kickoff. It'll do well for now. Obviously, everyone should be working towards speed flips for kickoffs at this point. Good patience. We're checking our opponent. Unfortunate touch. And oh, yeah, just awkward. Your opponent really messed that up. So, good job just being ready, heads up, going in and get an easy goal there. 5 push-ups every goal. That would be an awesome challenge to make me lose some weight. Good 50 there. Okay. A little aggressive for ones. I think it would have been fine if you actually hit it. Obviously you didn't, and it ended in a goal, so that's the only reason it ended poorly, I would say. It's a bit aggressive. I probably would have just rotated back or tried to attack it somehow differently. Not sure what you did on the kickoff here. But the whiff is not helpful, and yeah, it was I think that's unfortunate, realistically. Another very neutral kickoff. He's got the upper hand though. I like it. Get the ball to the corner. It's just a little risky. I think in ones it's hard to do these plays if you're not solid at these air dribbles. Like, we need to be getting this ball actually towards his net. Just wasting all our boost to push this into the corner is inefficient. Oops, sorry. Let's go back a little bit because I missed some stuff. Unfortunate touch. Oof, let's not rotate. This is not the way to turn here. We have 0 boost, and what we don't want to do here is get behind the ball in our goal, right? We always want to make sure in ones we're the appropriate distance away from the ball and in between the ball and the goal to challenge it and stop it. As soon as you turn this way for some reason, you are throwing that out the window, and this dude just literally needs to drive the field with the ball in front of him to score on you. So that is very, very dangerous, turning this way for no reason. I know you're trying to challenge, but if he had a better touch right away, it would probably have been a goal. I like you're trying to be a nuisance here, though. It's a very awkward situation. You're holding fast. You're not falling for any bullshit, and then you demo him, which is great. Good dribble. Oh, we missed the open net. Oh, gosh. Great dribble. You did everything right. Just missed the open nets. A little bit of awkwardness here. I think it's because we try to challenge. And then we put ourselves basically in like a bad position. Like this is no longer shadowing. This is just being completely behind him or like facing the wrong way, basically. So it would be easy for him to score. He fell for the fake though, and he was clearly out of position. And then yeah, just nice. Oh, he messed it up again. Oh my gosh. Gosh. Oh man. You almost killed me with that. What? No, we don't need to air roll. We don't need to air roll at all, actually, here. We could just get behind the ball. Just get behind the ball and drive it. I think we're trying to be a little too cute there. That is the problem, right? Just a little too cute. And the guy just own goals, unprompted. This is just an unprompted own goal. He just... Firstly, these camera settings suck for our opponent here. We just... What is he? Why did he just drive straight into it? Why didn't he flip? Why didn't he try to do something? Anyhow, I'm not analyzing his replay. Ah, fun. Good kickoff there. Very solid. Now, let's get back in the ball cam sooner. We know where the boost is. We don't need to watch ourselves hit it. I don't love the challenge, but the part I do like is the fact you didn't flip. So that means you were able to recover quickly. Just a little dangerous, though. We don't need to... We knew we weren't going to touch that ball or get close to it. Oh! Yeah, just some uncharacteristic whiffs, I'd say, Spectrum. Normally you don't whiff like this, I feel like. So, just some missed touches. I feel like if you would just hit those, you'd be in a much better spot. Alright. Ooh. Good recovery there. You really could tell that he was holding drift at the end of this, by the way. Holding drift, kept his momentum. Even, I think, it looked like a wave dash. Able to get back to net really quickly. Good job. Ball over boost. A lot of players in this situation. A lot of players. They go after this ball. And he angled towards that boost. He was going to go for it. But then he's like, oh, shoot, that ball's kind of dangerous. And decided not to. A lot of people would go for that corner boost. I feel like a lot of people get scored on. Alright, let's see it. It's our chance to do an air dribble. Kind of a poor setup. Mainly because if you look at your angle here, your angle here is kind of... It's hard to draw angles on this. But we can look at it this way. If you look at your angle when we're coming off the wall here, if you see it, you're pushing, you're not underneath this ball at all. You're actually, what you're doing is you're going to hit this ball like this, and you're going to push it down and out into the corner. The proper way for, especially when you get this close to your opponent's side for an air dribble, would be actually to be exactly following the ball's path like this. If you hit the ball more like this, or even from this angle, so instead of just straight through, you hit it more even like this. I think the more appropriate one is straight through. You're going to pop that ball outwards, and it's also going to go towards their nets just because of the momentum of the ball slightly fading this way. It's even more slight than that, but because the ball is, I mean, this is a physics lesson, I suppose. Because the ball is moving this way a little bit, when you hit it straight like this out, it's going to drift naturally like this towards your net, your opponent's net. And that's how you set up a juicy air dribble there. Because you kind of got behind the ball more, you're just going to push it into the corner, essentially. And then you tried to recover off that bad touch, and it just, yeah, you're just going to waste all your boost. Recovery-wise, coming off of this, I don't know if you did this on purpose with the butt, but I mean, 4 wheels would have been better, maybe, because then you could jump off, but the butt bump off the back wall is not necessarily a bad way to recover. Yeah, I just think you're trying to make a play out of nothing on this one. We get the boost, and you're trying to turn, I probably would just back off. You probably just have to back off there, or just know you have to back off. That's a hard one to do, though. Yeah, I get that free goal. Oof. This should be a free goal. Be more patient. Try to flip into those balls. You don't need a, double jump, tap, or dribble, or do anything. Just jump once, flip into that ball, power shot on their net, right? You've been hanging around Derp too much. Derp does this. Is too mechanical and too crazy. Just flip into the ball, guys. Just do it. I guess say some things about this. We just should recognize when we come off the wall here, it's hard to do. It's hard to do. We gotta know where our opponent is, right? So if we go back a little farther with the whiff, you know, we have a general idea that our opponent is probably behind us. Probably. So if we're going to decide that we're going to take this ball, and with our angle here as we go up the wall, you know, we're either going to hit this ball straight out or we're going to hit it this way. I'd probably opt to try to go more this way into the meat of the field. The best way to hit this ball, the safest, would probably just to put it in your own corner to the right here. But that's also hard to do. And I mean, at this point, whatever. I think you probably hit it to the worst place possible. You just hit it out towards him. And you have no boost. And then, yeah, it just leads to a whiff and a goal. So, just some awareness there. Obviously, with the way you went up, like that was the only way that ball was going to go. But just try to think about where you're going to put the ball before you get there. Maybe would have helped. I think you were just going... I think in that clear, you were just going to hit the ball as hard as you can somewhere. Instead of thinking about where should I put this ball to be safest. And that was in a corner. Just with how it was and where your low boost was, right? Clear it if you can, but... I mean, a big clear would be nice, but the safer place would be just corner, fight for another day, right? Unfortunate 50 here. Now, the reason this 50 went bad, right, is because we're doing a sharp turn when he's accelerating at us, right? And if you ever take a 50 from the side, and that ball's, you're not directly behind that ball, and the ball's moving a different direction, so, like, I'll show you what I mean. I mean, this ball is going this way, and you're attacking it, and you hit it from the side. That ball is going to go like this. This is the angle that this ball is going to have coming off that 50. So, you know, be careful. Challenging like that in their side of the field. That should have been a goal, but they missed. So, we got lucky there. Front flip. Front flip, you would have hit the ball at least. It wouldn't have been a good ball either way, but just because of the low boost. Oof. I don't know what... I feel like this is an uncharacteristic game for you, Spectrum. You don't do this kind of whiffed very often. Whiffed. You don't do this kind of whiff very often. You just don't. So I think this is an uncharacteristic... Oh, no, don't go! Don't go! Oh my gosh, sorry. He scared the shit out of me. Alright, good save from our opponent. Let us try to get into a better position to shoot this. At the bare minimum, we should try to keep possession of this ball. And that's just not it. Like, that's never going to score, realistically, right? So why just play it closer to our opponent? We should have opted for ball one like that instead of we should just look where our opponent is. He's dangling on his post. We should just circle around, get this boost, and either, you know, evaluate what's happening. If our opponent's still stuck, we could take it really wide and maybe do a power shot directly back on the net, or we just take it wide, we catch it, and we go get this boost, and we try to dish it, try to do something, versus, at least in this path, we get a 50, right? Versus, just kind of throw the ball to him, and now you have possession, right? So, there's definitely better ways to play it. Good job grabbing that boost. And now you're kind of doing the idea of the whole play, which is just keep possession and run away. Much better setup, I think. It's hard to go all in, but you're also down a goal, so this is great pressure. He is not handling this pressure well at all. Wow. Just really, really good. That's classic, just putting pressure on an opponent until they crumble. I think it was appropriately timed with what the time left on the situation and what the score was. So if it was any other situation, I'd call it ball chasey, but that was great. That was great for the situation you were in. Oh, and he own goals too to put in the dagger. Unfortunate. I think you would have hit the dish if you didn't touch it. All right, now we're in steal this game territory, right? Let's survive and steal this game. Good challenge. I don't understand the just drive into it type deal. I would try to flip into it. Even if you flipped into it, you're gonna hit the ball and it's gonna go this way. You'll flip into it, you'll land, and then you'll be able to like kind of circle around to be parallel with the net. You'll keep momentum essentially. You kind of lost all your momentum because you didn't flip and you ran into them and it was awkward. Oh, get that boost. You have time. Right here, we're hitting our rearview mirror. Where is this guy? Where is this guy, right? Because we'd see he is literally inside a boost, out of my eyes. We'd see he's all the way on the other side of the field. We got time. Let's get this boost. Let's go for an air dribble. Kill as much time as possible. Instead of giving him the opportunity here to tie it, which he fails miserably at. Yep, with the demo, and then we're going to let this shit hit to win. Yeah, I think a lot of it Smackdown with some missed touches. Honestly, recovery-wise, I thought it was pretty good. You're very solid with recoveries. I think it came down to whiffs. I think, yeah, going back to the basics is definitely a good thing for you. Just working back up those skills that you had before. It's obviously something was missing here, and I think it was just your consistency. So, honestly, get that back. Get your consistency back. And as you get into more high-level stuff and you start to actually hit your flip resets and all those other things, or you're setting up air dribbles and flip resets and all those better, that would be the time to level up your recoveries. I don't think that's what's holding you back. But, yeah, no. Seriously. Great game. Good job. I'm excited to see more from you, Spectrum. Now, if you guys want your replay analyzed, make sure you head over to my Discord. Link in the description. And then from there, we can get to your replay at some point. So, thank you all, and we'll see you next time. All right. What's up, Kelsey? Hey, how you doing? What's up, Allie? Question mark? Tyson, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you're still here. I felt bad I didn't say hi to you. Are you ending the stream now? What? No. Sorry. I'm treating these all like an individual video. I know it's confusing. Because people pop in, they see me say, well, thank you, and we'll see you next time. But no, I just, I'm trying to treat them as videos, so that way I don't have to edit or record extra stuff after the fact, if I can help it. We got one more that I wanted to get through tonight. Please take a look at the Discord. Oh yeah. I saw the replays. Thank you for submitting those. I will give them a look for sure. This should be Gizmo. There he is. Luscious Limes. Beautiful name, by the way, Luscious Limes. He's a great guy. Wonderful guy. Love that guy. Excuse me. How's the stream going? Stream's going really good, Kelsey. How was yours? I saw you had you streamed twice, 3 times today. So, how did it all go? Your wife is doing great as well. Your wife's doing great. All doing great. Everybody's doing great. Thank you. Can't wait to be roasted. I got you. I'll roast you a little bit. It looks like there's chaos this first minute here. Save on the other side, save on your side, all of a sudden a goal. Then a save immediately after. I'm excited to see what's going on there. Dang, I was waiting to see what Kelsey said back. Kelsey? What the fuck? Did you end your stream? Oh, you did. Bro, is that a camera? Kelsey, you got a face cam? Bruh. Taking shots and killing bots. Oh my lord. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. That's good. All right. What do we say, chat? We ready? You ready, luscious limes? You ready for this? This is it. I'll try and snooze this ad break. For, what is it? Another 11 or so minutes? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, sick. And we're going to do another replay analysis. This one is for Luscious Limes. Oh, shoot. Wait, I forgot to look at your rank. Oh, well. C1 2's game. Got it. Oops. Oops. Realized I didn't know your rank. And let's do another replay analysis. This one will be for Luscious Limes here. Champ 1 in 2's. We'll see what happens. Champ 1's a really fun rank. I feel like people are starting to figure stuff out, but there's still some very like subtle things that they get wrong that we can hopefully improve on. Unfortunate kickoff to start. Gizmo with a beautiful save though. Luscious Slime's kickoff here was spectacular. Speed flip. I think the other guy speed flip too, it seems. They went for the hard cheats, so there's not much you can do there, especially since Gizmo went for boost, it seems. But he had a great save, so that worked out. Gizmo going for the air dribble. You guys teamed up? You are teamed up. Okay. Normally I wouldn't recommend positioning like this if you're solo queuing. If you know the guy and you're talking and he can say, I got it, I feel like whatever, he feels confident in it, this pass, that's fine. As long as you're ready to go back to net. Try to get the flip reset out to the middle. Didn't quite work out. Unfortunate jump. Just misread it. I'm not gonna knock you for trying to go for this. I think in champ this is an important one to go for. Obviously just a misread that it hit the ceiling and it wasn't coming towards you, so you just completely missed. But that'll happen. I probably wouldn't have turned that way though. I would have turned this way. Oh, come to me, my pen. Hello? Gosh, I love trying to find the pen the first time. I would have rotated this way. We have 57 boost. So, we only need to get a few pennies and we're kind of where we want to be boost-wise. Especially with how this guy, we watched our opponent here go for this ball. I think we can safely assume that this ball is going to the corner on our right side here. So we probably should rotate the other way so we can go back post. Because now we rotated this way and we're kind of just going against the grain a little bit. Or is that technically with the grain? Because they're going the same way as everything. Either way, I'd probably just go back post. I like the aggressiveness. Another good save. And twos, you can be a little bit more aggressive than ones. Oh, no, I don't like this. Really fast recovery here. You're really getting back quickly. If we see our opponent already setting up a dribble and going, and it's towards like the side of the field, I probably wouldn't chase behind it and try to cut him off. I don't think you might get there in time. Most of the time you're not. I would probably just went up the middle of the field and then if he cut it into me, I would go. But then I'd just go up the middle of the field, be flexible to go back post, or wait for my teammate to go through and try to challenge this, because they'll be in a better position. Or at least force them to make a play, right? Because now you're behind the ball, and you're literally doing nothing. Like, you could be back post with your teammate on this one. No, nice dunk. Nice, nice, nice. You said you landed awkward. Let me just double check that. Ah, yes. You still could have corrected it and turned it after before the flip, but yes, I see what you're saying. Good goal though. Good dunk. Nice. I probably wouldn't have. This is just nitpicking. I probably wouldn't have boosted here because I think you want to make sure you're saving as much boost as you can. Overall, that's just a nitpicky comment. Nice air dribble from your teammate. Fine positioning so far. Yeah, go all in. It's twos. We're champ. When we get something I'm going to talk about a lot is when you get into higher ranks, I'm okay with crazier stuff happening. You going for crazier stuff because you are inherently more consistent. If a plat tried to do that, I would yell at them, right? But this is champ, so I'm more lenient on stuff like that just because, you know, you're going to be more likely to hit something like that, or your teammates can be more likely to back you up. All right, good positioning. We know we're kind of in a bad spot. We're just going to let them mess up for us. The patience is what was key there. Just being patient, waiting for our teammate to get back, kill time. Nice pass from our teammate. Yes, let's get this ball going quick. Oh, just keep chasing that. Why not? We're champ. Your teammate will cover for you. Keep chasing that. I know it obviously looked like he was going to save it, right? But that would have been a nice goal. You almost committed a cardinal sin. In twos. And threes as well. If you're ever rotating out or you're facing back towards your goal, never touch the ball. In this situation, never touch the ball, right? He didn't. It looked like he was going to. And look what happened if he would have. Gizmo just jumped. Free goal, free pass for the other team. He didn't. But a lot of players would just because they can. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Anyhow. Welcome to my TED Talk. Thank you for listening. I like where we're going. I love your guys' chemistry so far. It has been very nice as you guys get scored on. But you guys really, obviously, you can tell you play well together. Gizmo needs to get back to net. I'm okay with this challenge. We should think about when we go for challenges like this, too. We don't necessarily want to hit the ball very hard, or we don't want this ball to have a lot of velocity coming off of it. Because if it does, well, obviously you just got dunked, whatever. Like, that's unfortunate. And that's a beautiful fucking double tap from this guy. Sorry for cursing, but that is a beautiful double tap. But in those situations when the ball, you're kind of backwards and, you know, everything's awkward, you want to smother the ball as much as possible so it doesn't bounce out anywhere. And it just, you know, it leads to less counterattacks from your opponent if you can just keep the ball stuck in corners or on the sidewall instead of having it pop out to the middle. But yes. Gizmo should have been back in net, was the big one. So this happens a lot too. This demo excuse me, this demo dribble, and this all becomes from Gizmo again committing technically a cardinal sin in twos, and that is you should probably never, it's very unlikely, and I'd almost say you should never challenge a ball that's in our opponent's corner. This ball is in our opponent's corner. We should have let him come out farther and just kept retreating and then challenge it as it got out farther. Because Gizmo here will full commit to this ball. He'll get a 50. but it popped out, right? And now that it's popped out, it leads to the opportunity of a demo dribble. And if you're ever getting demo dribbled, the two ways to avoid it is to keep your speed going, right? You don't want to ever slow down. You can try to dodge them on go, or if you just challenge early, most of the time they're not going to be ready for you just to, eat yourself with the ball. Hard to do a second man because you have to make sure you hit it, but there shouldn't be a follow-up really if you do touch it because the other guy's in front of where the ball is, right? But oh no, Dark, we're doing a replay analysis. Alright, get that flip reset. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Gizmo's so mechanical, it seems. I like the challenge. Early. Beautiful recovery. Get that solid 50. Now get the heck out of here, right? Get the heck out of here. We want to get the heck out of here, but in a smarter way. If we get the heck out of here on this path, right? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get this boost, but it's not there, and it might not be there. It's a risk, right? We never, in general, want to retreat the same side of the field that the ball is on. We should be cutting up field here and going bing, 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 get these 3, probably get 2 more over here, and then get back post, right? Because this way, it's like you're trying to get to where the ball is going to be. Most likely this ball is going to just keep going this way up the field, hit the corner here, and go towards the middle of the field, right? It's not going to, so you're never going to catch the ball chasing behind it. You got to get in front of it where it's going to be, right? It's kind of counterintuitive because you're like, oh, but you're going a long way around, but this is where the ball is going to be. It's going to be in your goal, so you should get back to the goal before the ball will get there. The fastest way is to go straight to the goal and not where the ball is going, right? Your teammate has a good dribble, though, to get it out of there. But that's when you could be, let's say you're here, right? Let me fly here. Let's say instead of going there, you were rotating to the middle. Now you have the opportunity to maybe demo this guy, or at least just slow play, let all the crap go through, and then just settle into back post anyways, right? Like you were going to. So it worked out, but still. I also don't like this play. You could have, if your teammate's in the corner, I would just stay out of the corner. The best place to be in a situation like this is the slow play being in the net and then being right here and then being ready to come out of the net based on what happens here. What you don't want to do is to go join your teammate in the corner, because let's say El Janya here or whatever gets a monster 50 and puts the ball to the middle. You have nobody in your net now to defend it. Maybe Gizmo could have got back and somehow saved it, but it probably would be it'd probably be better off just staying in net and waiting to see that outcome. Beautiful 50. It is risky, but risk comes with reward. I think in Champ that's a beautiful 50 to get that goal. It's a really, really ballsy challenge. But it was with the play, right? Like this play, you had beautiful timing. You were just following Gizmo up. You weren't trying to take the ball from him. You see them take the touch. Gizmo has 0 boost, so if you do miss this, it's a goal. But you read it beautifully. It just flowed really well. You always kept going forward. It felt like at the same speed, accelerated at the time you needed to, right? Kickoff was a little off on that one, but that'll happen. That's okay. Oh, beautiful save from Gizmo. Yes, beautiful 50. Way to anticipate where that ball was going. Slowing it down a little bit. Nice. We got everybody backwards. We got 2 in the corner. Bump that guy. Oh, no boost, though. Beautiful play. Just keep following it up here. Just causing chaos. We should probably get into ball cam a little sooner, see what's going on, right? Because we know we're going to go get that boost anyways. But just unfortunate that Gizmo was a little off from this? What was he doing? So where was he in during all this? 33 boosts. Yeah, this is one of the things where I talk about where you don't want to... If you're ever the second man, you never want to just be aimlessly wandering around, not doing anything. And that's essentially what Gizmo was doing. Once he missed this boost, it should have been bang, this boost pad, this boost pad, this boost pad, and then starting to think about, okay, how can I support, right? Instead, you know, he got one boost pad in all that time, and then had a mistimed challenge, right? Oh, that's not ideal. It did lead to a goal, unfortunately. I probably put the one we play that Gizmo played kind of weird. Ah, I gotcha. And that's okay. I mean, our teammates are going to play weird too. There are things we can do to help our teammate even though they are playing weird, right? Like that. That was a beautiful 50. I liked switching in and out of ball cam to see, like, this is a nice high-level tip for any of the plats or the golds in the chat. Notice how he goes out of ball cam. Why? Because he's forcing his camera's perspective down to see the field and see what's going on. And then he goes back up. He flicks it back up. Where's the ball at? Where's the ball at? Okay, now flick it back down. Where am I going to land? Where's everything happening, right? So, very, 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 very nice. Good tip for if you're ever stuck up in the sky looking at the ball and you don't know what's happening. Turn ball cam off. Take a second to survey what's going on and then go back up to it to understand, is this a ball I should go for or whatever, right? Good control in the corner. Just being pesky. I love it. Get that boost. I love that rotation of getting that big boost and rotating out. It's a variation of, you know, it's good for keeping pressure. It gives you boost. It keeps the middle boost open for your teammate to get. If it ever ends up where you need to go back faster, you can just go up this line here of boost. Instead of going for that corner, you can just go up this line of boost here and probably get full boost by the end if you have to go back in a hurry. Not necessarily something you have to do, though, all the time. Got 2 big boost pads. Greedy! So, okay, now we need to talk about this positioning here. So, where are we going, right? So, what play do we see here where we want to be out up here or out going this way, right? Because realistically, with the way everybody's facing, this ball is going to go up the corner or it's going to go this way, right? Like, it's going to go into this corner. So us kind of being up here, we're assuming or we're hoping that Gizmo is going to get a monster 50 and the ball's going to bounce out to us. Or that somebody's going to do something and the ball's going to come to us, right? When it most likely, this isn't a good position. Now, we're in a position where we have to run back. We're kind of out of position. We do get a good save, but like it could have been much, much worse, right? Especially if that ball, you know, would have gotten past us or would hit a little harder. Good. I like that passing play attempt, by the way. That was really nice. It didn't work out, but it put a lot of pressure. It's also trying to establish a rhythm, and I feel like that was a really key point there for establishing a rhythm for you guys. Try to be fast. We heard the other guy jump. Good attempt at the 50. Now we got bail. Good try. I'm trying to think if, you know... I'm trying to think if maybe going for this boost in this scenario wasn't the best idea. Maybe even getting these little boost pads here and staying in the middle of the field to be ready for a pass. Could have been good. It's tough. I think it wouldn't have mattered. But a little quick on that. It's just a corner's awkward. I understand. Corner's awkward. So, yep, just keep getting this ball going quickly. Now, something you guys are lacking at the moment is you're not having a lot of offensive opportunities. It's mainly because you guys are getting the ball going quickly here. You're kind of getting it out. Getting like solid touches, but the touches have no purpose for the most part. You really got to get that ball off the sidewall at this point. You need to get the ball off the sidewalls and try to get them into the middle of the field so that we can start making some offense or even starting to blast the ball off the back wall more. Like, if we just keep playing the same game of in the corner and out, it's very easy to defend if you're ready for that. But if we can get a dribble to the middle somehow and try to get a flick, if we can get a hard hit off the back wall and have your teammate come in quickly to capitalize on it, do some other things, it'll make the corner play more effective too. But, it'll speed up the gameplay as well. Oh, and the whiff is very unfortunate. Does he mess up this? Oh my gosh, what a boomer. Bro. Chat, if you had this open net, how many of you would hit this open net? This is an insane miss on an open net. That is crazy. Why did we flick that? Yeah, why did we flick that? Yes. Okay, anyhow. Back to the commentary here. I like the idea of the passing play. Gizmo needs to be faster. You can't hold on to the ball in a passing play like this. You gotta get this ball in your car and you need to flick it to the middle, like now. Because we ideally, if in a passing play in this scenario, we want to be shooting the ball in the midfield, like right here-ish. Especially when it's like a fast break, essentially. We want to be in the middle of the field shooting this. If he waits any longer, you're going to be like basically in your opponent's, I guess, penalty box, and that's way too close now for a passing play of this nature. So faster, and he could have dished this to you as a roll, and you could have rolled it back to him, So like there's ways you could have done a 1-2 kind of thing, right? There's a lot of ways you could have incorporated a good passing play here. But it was just too slow. It was just set up too slow. Yeah, it's just at this point you're just trying to make something happen. I understand. It was not the time to do it. It was unfortunate, but I understand in plays like this, you just gotta force yourself to wait for the best opportunity. And this wasn't it, just because of how slow the ball was moving. The ball never actually got in front of their goal to commit for. So being passive a little bit and ball hawking in the midfield would have been better, just to keep pressure on everybody. But I get it. You're down. You're tied. 22 seconds. You want to win. I understand why the challenge happened, but it wasn't the time for it. It wasn't the maximum percentage shot that we should have been taking in a scenario where we're tied with 22 seconds left. So, shot selection is something that isn't talked about a lot in Champ, or I would say in Rocket League in general. There are times to go for the ball and to take a shot, and there are times to be passive and wait for a 50 or wait for an opportunity. There's also times where you have an opportunity, like where it looks like you can shoot the ball, but you should be going for a 50 or try to go for a block, just because of the circumstances of where your opponents are, and if it's a viable, if the shot were to happen, if it were to actually score or have a chance of scoring, right? So in that case, that shot had no chance of scoring, and the pass probably wasn't going to have a chance of being a goal either, so we should have played back. Nice. I guess just gotta get going a little bit here. No, the dribble would have been so beautiful. That would have been like the superhero moment right here if we could have just controlled this dribble. Oh, so unfortunate. So unfortunate that it didn't work out. But nonetheless, I think there's obviously a lot of good things. You guys have played well together, you're fast. There's just some awkwardness, I think, in this game. I don't think that's representative of how you guys normally play. Obviously there's always mechanical things that can be cleaned up. Excuse me, I think there are pathing issues with trying to go back to net after like a play happens when you're trying to rotate out. You could try to focus more on trying to go the opposite side of where the ball is going and then rotate back post versus falling behind the ball. That'll help facilitate stuff, getting into the middle of the field when you're rotating back and not just staying on the side just trying to get big boosts. If you get in the middle of the field more, you open yourself up for more opportunities to touch the ball and save it if it's awkward or if it's in a dangerous spot, as well as possibly even demos and bumps that could free up your clears and maybe even lead to some counterattacks. So those are the big one I think I saw. Hopefully this replay really helped you out, Luscious Limes. Thank you again for sending it in, and we will, yeah. If anybody else wants their replay analyzed, make sure you head to my Discord, the link in the description. Submit a replay in the replay submission box, I guess you can call it, and I'll get to it when I can. So thank you, Limes, again. Really good. There's a lot of potential here. You'll definitely be able to rank up with just some minor tweaks. So thank you. Okay. Chicken jockey! Flint and steel! Anyhow, sorry. Vaporize off. What's up, man? What's up? Is this a champ or diamond lobby? This was champ. This was champ 1. Yep. Yep. Yo, ZJ. Sorry I missed your message earlier. I agree with you about the double commit, by the way, Dark, in the air. The double commit in the air was like, meh, they probably shouldn't have done that. But I think when you're trying to get in champ specifically, if you're trying to get some momentum, some speed going, double commits are okay as long as you're hitting the ball. If you whiff and the double commit happens, obviously bad, right? And later on it'll be bad, but just trying to, when you're in a lull, maybe just getting the ball moving sometimes can help a champ player get their confidence back, get things rolling. So I was okay with it. Obviously it's not ideal, but I was okay with it in that scenario. Pointing it out does make it more obvious, and it is helpful. Thanks. Of course, yeah. I really yeah, I hope it does help. I enjoyed watching it. Champ's a fun rank to watch for me, just because I relate with it so well, and I think I in my brain I know what I need to do. It's just making these things do what I need to do is the disconnect for me personally. So it's fun. I do enjoy pointing out stuff with that. Only if you have the boost and good recovery. Yes. I played so much ones, I had issues doing that, so I had to recovery fast. Yes, yeah. I agree. I mean, and I think a champ, you're kind of at that point where you're in that sweet spot where your recovery and your mechanics are just good enough to get away with stuff like that, and your opponent's mechanics and stuff is just bad enough where you also can get away with it. You know, you're not going to get capped as much goals scored on you from like capitalizing on those big double commits, especially if you hit the ball properly. Once you get to champ 2, champ 3, even GC, when starting into GC 1, that's when they're going to counterattack you a lot, and you can't double commit like that anymore. I think it was a rank appropriate double commit. Yeah, same. I noticed it when I watch others, but it's harder to notice in your own gameplay. Oh, 100%. I feel like we default to thinking we did the right play a lot in our own replays. It's really hard to be critical of our own stuff. It really is, especially when, I mean, you watch yourself play all the time. Technically, if you think about it, like you're constantly watching yourself play. It's hard to think. You think about what you would have done, and it's hard to think about sometimes what the correct thing is. But yeah, I dropped 2s because of the kids who got smirked up, so I switched to 1s. Want to get good? Play 1s. That's right. That is right. 1s is king. 1s is king. Awesome. Okay. Well, I think that was good. Me and unranked 1s. Bruh. Casual 1s or just not ranked? You need to get your rank in 1s. You need to get your rank in 1s. I play 1s all the way up to DC2, and then I play 2s again and hit SSL in 2s, 1s, then 3s. And I think that's the recipe. The recipe, honestly, is to get super good at 1s and then move that talent over to the other game modes, and then you get super good in those game modes, and then you almost take that talent back to ones, and it like boosts you. It's kind of weird. Excuse me. Try harder. I don't play ones. You should try playing some more ones, Limes. It will really help you a lot. It would, especially like that dribble at the end. If you played ones, you've been much more comfortable in that scenario. I'm so bad at threes. A little too many people. Yeah, threes is so fast. It's threes. It's crazy how you just have to like commit. Like it honestly, it's a lot. You have to commit, rotate back immediately. Commit, rotate back. Commit, rotate back. Now you commit. Okay, now I got a little dribble. Okay, I got 50. Get out of there. Rotate back. Commit. It's wild. It's so fun to play too when you're got a good synergy with your team. But yeah. Threes might be more comfortable when I don't get the double commit duo. Yeah, you got your other teammates who leave you in a 3v1. Yeah. Yeah, never ideal. Threes is hard to find good teammates for too. I prefer solo queuing in it, but that's just because I don't know. I find it fun trying to fit in with a team. Try to make my playstyle work for what's going on. Wash Shinobi, hello. Don't side eye me. You side eyeing me? Now I'm on rank because I know account. Yeah, especially in SSL because all of the TikTokers that are in there, it's nowhere close to one's gameplay, so I'm lost. Hate teammates. Teammates ruin everything.
Big boy.
Luscious Limes just subscribed with Prime.
Hey, Luscious Limes, thank you so much for subbing, bro. I appreciate that. That means a lot, dude. I really hope the replay helps. Nice. Yeah, teammates ruin everything, guys. Teammates are the worst. If we had no teammates, everything would be great. Until we actually play ones, and then we just hate our lives even more. For sure, time to implement. Yeah, and if you ever improve or rank up or feel like you're in a slump still in like a few weeks, feel free to submit another one. We can talk it over. Maybe some more recent gameplay in the future. See if things are changing. See if things are regressing even. Who knows? Oh, Luscious, while you're here, did you by chance did you see my side projects post about the game I'm working on? I know you were into the game dev stuff. Yeah, ones makes me so mad because of how some people play. Like their gameplay is so unnecessary. Yeah, and you have to play like ones. You have to play so differently. Like you could be a real, you know, tool bag when it comes to ones, and it works because it's ones. It's very annoying. You just want to like have that like, like you want to feel like you're playing Rocket League, and sometimes ones doesn't feel like Rocket League. I'm here. Nice. I watched the latest videos. Oh, like the chicken coop one, Paul? In the Discord actually. Just wanted to make sure. I was pretty happy with it. So I was like, yeah. I hate it when people say ones is just ball chasing. Oh yeah, it's stupid. That's how we want ones to be played. I wish everybody ball chased in ones. I do wish that. It's the people who play patient and play like me that kill me. Yeah, I like the goofy little cutscene. Okay, sick. Cool. Sorry, I just like showing off that shit. Like I really enjoy the stuff we make. I felt really good about the little cutscene. Really good about that. For sure. I need to find another platform to share some of that game dev stuff though. I've been thinking about Twitter. you know, Twitter would work. Instagram, maybe. Discord always works. I've also thought about Godot has a subreddit. I've thought about posting some stuff there, but I don't know. I always get nervous. I get nervous about posting on Reddit. Is Shua mixed? Do I look mixed? Like, I appreciate, like, let me get in the light. Look at this. I am the whitest person you'll ever see. So I need to get, like, we white. We white as hell. Want me to give you the times for optimal posting? I mean, shit, yeah. If you got some, I'll take that. Yeah, of course. You can just DM me it if you'd like. You got useful hashtags? Shit, bro. Yeah. My bad, my bruh. ADL. What's up? I'm here. Funny. Sammy, did I throw off a non-working? I don't know. Those look like appropriate replays, Allie. You're good. You're good, bro. Those look good. Bro, I've never seen you play Rocket League. You're probably goofy as fuck. Okay. First off, how the fuck do you know? Second off, yeah, you're right. I do play goofy as fuck. God damn it. How'd you get my playstyle just by my looks? You should see like any of my shorts. Any of my shorts. It's just me being a dumbass. Oh, I thought I didn't have a working replay. No, you did. I'm not doing another replay tonight. I'm tired. I'm just gonna cool off and talk with you guys for a little bit and then head off, basically. I could play a little Schedule 1. Nah, I probably should just go to bed. Oh, you said good. Not goofy? Oh, I'm a fucking moron. You love how my brain changed that to an insult? Like, no way someone called me good. Just overwrite that shit. That's goofy. Bruh. Probably good. I'm not good. I'm like, what are we sitting at right now for MMR? I think we're sitting at like, I don't even know. 1200. Champ 2, Div 1. Probably on the cusp of losing Champ 2, honestly. He doesn't know, he doesn't have crazy mechs, but he knows how to make the right moves. That sums up my gameplay so well, honestly. I know what I gotta do. Will I do it? 50-50. 50-50 if I'll do it. Oh, are you not going to analyze the replays anymore? Well, I'm going to do them, just not tonight. Not tonight. It's almost 11 p.m. where I'm at, and I have to be up early. So I'm going to be getting off here soon. But I'm just hanging out chatting with you guys. Hell yeah, smart. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I'm going to go to bed. Good night, y'all. See you later, bro. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oi, oi, oi. What do we think, chat? Ugh, excuse me. God damn. You hear that shit? I think we'll slowly get off here. Will you be reviewing the replays tomorrow? No, I will not be. I'll probably be reviewing the replays realistically next week Friday. I did 4 replays tonight over 2 hours, so I'm a little burnt out from it. I just need to take a break from it. I will say for you, Allie, you don't have to be here for the stream when I do it. I'll do them and then I will post them to YouTube. So your replay will get like you'll be able to look back at it in a video format. So don't worry about like, oh, I'm gonna miss it. I have to make sure I'm here for his stream. Like, don't worry about that. You submitted your replay. I'll look at it and then make a video on it, and then it'll be available for you. Have a good one, Shua. I'm headed out. All right, bro. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for your commentary on some of those the replays too. I enjoy getting feedback from an SSL level player on if the shit I'm saying's good. Does it make sense? What I'm saying's like appropriate? So, no, I appreciate that, bro. So, no problem. Thanks. Luscious Lime, you're gonna have to tell me about you have to tell me about your game, bro. You seem to have the right idea, so no need for me to comment. Okay. Nice. I appreciate that. Limes, this is crazy. My group's name is going to have a QA test soon, so I'll be throwing more info out then. Okay, sick. That sounds awesome. Soon to be in like a month or so. Yeah. I got you. That's so awesome. So you're making a little roguelike? Can you post the YouTube link maybe for your socials? So I can go check it out? You can chuck in a link tree? Yeah, for sure. What's goody? What's up, Joanne? Big ol' nuts. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Got all of them in there? Yeah. Throw that in the... You can DM it to me if you'd like. So how big's your team that you're working with? Currently 3 designers and 1 artist. Wow, okay. Nice. That's a big team. Have you guys made a game together before? Or is this your first project? What are you doing? I'm just hanging out. I'm gonna get off here in like another 5 minutes or so, Joanne. So I'm just trying to hang out, talk to you guys for a bit. Us 3 designers have done game jams and assignments together. Okay, cool. The artist is completely new. All right, that's cool. It's nice to have an artist. Have a good day. You too, Joanne. So the art for my thing I'm doing right now my wife made all the art, and this is just like a training project at the moment, so I can learn keep practicing some coding stuff and um, you know, what's the just keep up with it. Had a good day. Oh, what did you do today? Oh, I got you. Just chilled, worked, got home, hung out with my family. Nothing crazy. Yeah, for sure. Nice. Yeah. So is this your like? Are you guys going for a commercial release now? Is that what it is? Is that what this project you're working on now is? I should say. Yep. Sick. Okay. How long have you made content? So I've been making content now for I think we're going on 4 or 5 years at this point. 4 or 5 years. At the moment, we're trying to get a demo so we can get funding in a panel at PAX AUS. Nice. Okay, cool. Very cool. Very cool. You're trying to get like a publisher, or you're just maybe wish lists and stuff like that. Well, that's pretty long. Yes, it is, with little success, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, no, it's okay. Excuse me. I'm really sorry about that. Wish list most likely. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you guys have a Steam page already then? Sorry, I don't mean to just like interrogate you, but like one of my end goals for my game development stuff is I'd love to have a commercial release. So that's something I've been grinding towards a lot. Has been getting good enough where I feel like I could make a project on my own or start making a project that could get sold at some point. Socials were really bad, so we were going to step it up this year. No Steam page yet. Okay, gotcha. Do I like art? I do. I like art. I'm not good at it. I wish I was better at art. I appreciate it, but yeah, I like art. My sister drew this. She painted this Gyarados behind me. Um, so it's pretty awesome. A lot of work needed to get on Steam. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on it and how people do it. Isn't that selective but takes some work? Yeah. Yep. Do you watch any YouTubers for game dev? Like who are your main go-tos, or do you at all? She drew that? Yeah, she did. Very lovely. She's really, really talented. She's very, very talented. I love it. Thank you. You can't have it. It's mine. Always Sasuke. Never Sasquai. Anyhow, sorry. I would watch some Pirate Software, but not really anymore. Otherwise, Breakies is good, but mostly I watch them when I need info. Okay, I got you. I got you. I've gotten to the habit of I watch videos for fun. Like, I will watch a tutorial on Godot for fun, and it's like Yeah, I can't wait to implement this farming system. Never. Like, not for a long time. I'll have to, I have a big, like, watch later list of mechanics or stuff, the tutorials I thought would be useful later. What game engine do you guys use? After the bed, will you be streaming tomorrow? Yes, I will. I will be streaming tomorrow. 8:30 p.m. Central. So whatever that is for your time zone. We used Godot for a project but had to scrap it because multiplayer was too difficult, but at the moment Unreal Engine 5. Okay, wow. That's insane. Yeah, I've heard bad things about multiplayer with Godot. Okay, sounds good. We'll try to remember. Thank you, thank you. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. So Unreal Engine, is that C++ then? Honestly, can't remember. Nope, no big deal. I'm just blasting off questions for no reason. Been using blueprints. Gotcha. Cool. Cool. No, I think it's amazing. I haven't got to personally talk to somebody who's also actively like grinding towards something like this. So I've been really very, very interested in game development recently. Like very interested. Well, we probably should end the stream here. uh, I really appreciate you. It's a small community. Yes, yeah, it is. It is, but they're all very close knit, I think. Um, and I appreciate that. I really, really enjoy that part of it. I can't talk to family about it because they don't quite get it. Yeah. The wife doesn't. She gets it. She understands like, oh yeah, what you're doing is cool, but like she doesn't understand the technical stuff that I want to talk about. That's actually partly why I started making YouTube videos about it. It's because I'm like, I just want to talk about this shit. So I'm like, well, the only way I can do that effectively is to find people who are interested in it. So do it that way. I need to get brave and start posting on the Godot subreddit and more on Twitter and stuff because you'll find people who care and who like that stuff there as well. So I get worried. I get scared to do it. So we'll get there. Maybe I'll get brave. My grandfather used to program in Python, but he struggles to understand the technical aspect also. He's just happy to see me happy. That's great. That's honestly great. That's a good grandpa. Oh shoot. Well, let us end the stream here. I'm a little tired. So alright, so I've got stuff to do. Same. We'll talk to you guys all later. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. We're gonna probably play schedule 1. So that'll be fun. I'll try to pop in for the next stream. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you all so much. And yeah, we'll talk to you later, okay? Goodbye.